to me is the crux of everything. Ua mau, ke ia o ka aina, I ka pono o Hawai'i. And so the fake state needs to stop using that motto with such blatant disregard for the meaning.
I agree with everyone saying the law. But what is the law? What did the Supreme Court really do? Under your own law, irreparable harm and damage, every activity that causes it is supposed to cease. So what they did, there's a little something in law, it's absurdity. Legislative intent is never supposed to produce an absurd outcome. But that's if the Supreme Court used the actual plain language of the law. They didn't even abide by the law, which is their authority, which said, cease all activity that caused this irreparable harm and damage. They stepped outside of their scope, circumnavigated the law, in order to prostitute themselves out to the highest bidder. If you want to talk about law, Keanu Sai, again, went before Maui County because we're under an occupation granted by fraud. The whole thing is based on fraud, that we're somehow the United States. And everyone knows we're not. That's just a given. But he came up with something peacefully to clean up this mess that none of us created. Under the law of occupation, you administer the law of that country, which is the Hawaiian Kingdom. Now, no court here has ever proven jurisdiction. This is what they say. Doesn't matter how we became a state. We are a state and we're lawful. No evidence, no nothing. Now, we come forward and we do not have to prove that we have jurisdiction, but we did. Time and time and time again. So, there was a testimony at the TMT hearings. Mike Lee. He testified as Kanakamoli, we know how to see into the universe using the ocean as a mirror. And we can answer any questions that anybody has about what's out there. There's no need for any of these telescopes. There's no need to talk about funding for something that is unnecessary. We need to take them all down. And we need to be able to practice these discoveries that we've already made without destroying what is ours. Thank you.